Alright, good afternoon, Michael from NCY store. We're going to get started on taking off our front so we can go ahead and prepare it for the front fork, as well as troubleshooting the wires. Hopefully we can get the controllers to work, start the ignition and everything with it. We'll find out. Another thing I want to share with you, I just got some new items came in. I was telling you about, so let's go get started on that. Hopefully we don't have to unmount anything in the rear here, save us some trouble. So let's find out how much we have to actually focus on in order to get this thing correct. I'm working with a 2 feet tripod here, not really a tripod anymore, more like a dual pod, a duopod. Just 2 legs here on this tripod. So I got another one coming. A few new things here I want to share with you. We got the turbo fan. I don't know if this actually looks bigger, because you can see here, I don't know if that looks bigger than the current one that we have in there right now. I think the original one actually has a little bit more wider blade, or bigger blade, but we'll see what this one can do for us better. Orange, I mean, we're starting to dress it up now. It's going to get a lot of colors of scooter than the white one, but yeah, I don't care for it. But the orange color is what came in. We also got another hand controller here. I want to show you a different type, and here we go. These are the NCY ones. Look at these bad boys. So we're probably going to try those guys out. Let's do it right now, actually. That way we'll have it placed hold there. See how these guys are going to look on there. You almost get visual. Let's see if they're matching. Holy shit. They're the same color as our brake lever. 2 different companies. This is made by MDXI, and this is NCY. But it's, let's see if it's almost matching. You can't really tell much, see? Look at that. Almost identical, huh? Well, they're going to be hidden by our, pretty much our handlebar cover anyway. But let's just put them on. Let's see how nice they look. Again, I'll have to keep holding the tripod here, because again, it doesn't have the 3 legs anymore. So we'll see what the best I can do. Holding underneath my arm here. Also, we have some of these covers here. This is the fan shroud cover that goes over the valve covers. Sort of the valve cover goes over the cylinder head, actually. It prevents a little bit of the air from leaking out here, which I'm not sure how useful that would be. Most GY6 have it, but the Zen scooter actually doesn't. Even the newer model, APM can attest to this. He has a 2017 Zen scooter, and he doesn't have the valve cover there anymore, nor does it come with a ground wire that goes to the valve cover. So we had to put that on there ourselves. I'm not sure if it really matters. I think the only ground head that he mentioned that's going to the crankcase is pretty much this one here. We just have it on the starter. So that's probably the only ground that you'll ever see on this, on a Zen scooter. It's just that one ground going to the crankcase through the harness of the starter motor. So it's a little brisk out here. It's not that light out here. Look at that car being towed. Woo, one number in this guy. Let me go and raise this up a little bit. See, I get a little bit more. Look at that. Alright, gets a little bit more light here. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and change these out for the NCY blue ones. See how nice they look. Oh, where were they again? I know I had them somewhere. It couldn't be in my pocket. That's why I always leave things right. Or eventually have them there. Also check out the controllers. There they are. Put it last over there. The washer. The Allen socket to remove that one, I believe is the H5. So let's go and get this guy out here. H5. Pulling out all H5. There we go. Take a socket driver to him. Gotta get the one with the extension to be easier. We're not gonna put blue Loctite yet because we're still trying to figure out how we're gonna do this. How we're gonna rearrange it first. Because we probably need to move everything out the brake handle in order to split this guy back open and actually put JB weld on them. But we want to just aesthetically check it out right now. So let's do this. Should got the extension, that way you guys can see me twirl it. Also helps too because you don't, I actually hand tight this with extension, so more than likely I don't need the hand tool. There we go. Look at that magnet there. Just feel it does attract everything else too. So make sure as long as it lights up, that means I know it's turned on. Okay, lefty loosey. This is loosening. This might be semi-loosened. Oh man, it is very tight. Alright, so I might need the hand tool a little bit. I think when the other one's bulging out. Okay, let's go and prepare this guy for mounting. Let's take him out. See how nice they look. Come out, come out. Oh yeah, they're not bad. They're actually, they feel a little lighter. Or that's just me maybe. Yeah, they feel a little lighter. NCY has to go this direction. There's no up arrow indicating. So yeah, more likely it's going this direction. You can almost visualize it right now. See that? That's not bad at all. Put these guys here. Hang them up for right now, temporarily. Yeah, that looks pretty fresh. Okay, so let's go and get this guy unbolted. Pre-loosen them up first. The little Tasmanian's getting ready for school. Bye, Mop Mop! Bye! Alright, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and unloosen this guy.
Yeah. Alright, I gotta go pick up some pot.
Don't forget your thermostat. You need to go buy it or whatever. Wife is chewing about because he's always working on his car. Well, since I'm not married, so that's a good thing for me. I don't have to worry about it. If my girl was there, she probably would nag. I'm always working on my scooter, so that's probably the same. Alright, so there we go. Ugh, this guy's gonna fall. I'm gonna have to catch him right now. Let me go ahead and prep this up, ready. There we go. Oh, look at that. He actually stayed for me. Put him over here with the rest. Alright. Put this guy back in. Let me see, actually. You know what? I'm trying to figure... Oh, this is slightly probably heavier. I'll have to take an ounce to this one in order to really see which one's heavier. But the NCY one does actually feel lighter. I think they're sort of universal, so I know that Fi guy fell already, but we'll leave him to him. We got another one here. Same thing, NCY. Then we'll get back on the other one. Again, it's hard for me, apologize, because I don't have that leg anymore on the tripod. So it's becoming a two-legged tripod that needs to be held with my arms. But it's still not bad though. It's getting there. Oh, look at that. Look how that looks. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. We'll have this on our website shortly. Some new items here. I'm glad though, it actually matches. I could have got matching brake caliper, but I kind of like to stay a little bit more black. So a little blue wouldn't hurt. Now this guy's not really going to the groove yet. I might have to unloosen this guy in order to get a little more slack for the other guy to wobble into his little... I think he's in now, maybe. Probably not yet. Somewhere he'll fall in eventually, huh? No, he's not in the groove yet. Maybe this is it? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. There we go. You can't really strip it too much or cross thread it. Doing by hand. Alright, we're just gonna give it a little bit stiffness. Okay, let's do this one again. Again, our hex are H5. We're not going to chase it with a tool or anything like that. We're just going to give it a little stiffness on here. Just visualize it. How's that? Not bad, huh? Let's come from the side. Again, it's gapped because we haven't really tightened it down yet. Still pretty nice. See from the top view. See from the bottom. Looks pretty clean. Looks like a bullet. Looks like a CNC machine, nice bullet. Okay, let's take this guy off. Hopefully he does the same thing for us. See, this one I can loosen by hand. I remember I didn't tighten these guys too much, so just weird why that one with it. Yeah, the only reason why I found this out was I was putting the brake handle on so I could figure out a way to, you know, tap the brakes while it's still not there. But you can see here, we can probably scrape a little bit of paint. I have to probably wipe it with CNC or something. So I'll do that afterwards. All right, almost there. Cool, we got that one off. Let's go ahead and get this guy back. Gotta come back to us. Very nice. So obviously this, it seemed like it's universal, really. I don't think it really matters the side, but just for aesthetic, of course, the NCY can face upright. Okay, let me see if I can get this guy on here. Holding the camera still steady for you guys. Looks like it's about to come off. Probably just gonna, well, I didn't think my tool will fall off. Let's see. Okay, let's get this guy in my pocket first. Get the screws prepared as well. Put the screws here for a second. Let's get this guy fully off first. Looks like he's about to come off, but I think he was a tight squeeze actually. We need to drive him out with the tool. Or we need to drive him out with the yeah, we'll change the bonjo bolt, but for right now I just want to put him up right here. Just get this one out. Let me reach over in my pocket again, get this guy back on. Pretty nice. Okay, let's give it a turn. These are, they won't touch anything or scrape anything when you have them on your handlebar. This is when they're sitting and floating around, ruffling through all the other parts. That's when they start getting scraped, like what happened here. It's unfortunate. Okay, yeah, this one, see, is still tight, so just fine. We'll come back to that thread in a little bit. Let's put the one on the bottom. Yeah, I got a new tripod coming. Hopefully it's a better tripod. There is another model like this, but I didn't want to go back and try to get the same kind of model. Again, my models always try to improve what was broken. There we go. Let this guy screw all the way in. We might have to chase the other guy here, this side here, with a hand socket here. So let's go and put the socket in for him. And we'll put the old one back in here. Okay, here we go. Mighty tidy. Doesn't look too bad. We're just gonna snug it. We're not gonna really tighten it down. We're probably gonna be taking it off soon, right after when we start working on the handlebar area. But that should probably be the last thing once everything is mounted and covered up. A little bit of detour, but we'll manage. There we go. Just want to snug it in a little bit and get an idea. Yeah, see this one here? It's weird. There's still a gap here for him. We have to loosen the bottom ones or something, kind of teeter-tot them both. Go and, yeah, see this guy? It's very tight. Is that, or we need to use maybe shorter? Because I'm trying to tighten them all the way, and he's still not closing fully yet. So maybe these bolts might be too long for it. That's fine, because we have another couple M6 ones. Let's see if we can get some shorter ones. Maybe that's what the deal with these guys are. Let me take this one out, because we have a whole bunch of different berry sizes now of these H6 ones, so we might need some smaller ones. Okay, let's go and drive this guy all the way out and see what does he really want from us. Okay, let's go look for something a little bit smaller than this though. Maybe just a millimeter smaller. Good thing we have our collections here. All right, so here we go. So we got this here, right? And then we got this here. I think this and this one, this one's actually longer slightly. So the next step below him, let's see if this guy's shorter. Say that's the next step. It might be this one. This one's probably the next step. See there? We're getting it. So this one's at 19 millimeters. The one that we put in was 25 millimeters. So let's step it down to a 19 millimeter one. This guy right here. So let's step this down to 19 millimeter. We're stepping it from a 25 to a 19. And have a flat wash. I don't think it really matters in this one. And let's do the same thing for the other one. So we're gonna get possibly 3 of these more for the other side as well. And these guys here, I guess we can probably put them here in the 25. They're about the same. This one goes there. So there's 3 more of the 19 ones. Put this guy in the 19 one. Alright, let's check this one out. Let's see the 19 one. We'll do a little better. Shave off 6 millimeter. So this is pretty much the 19 one versus the 25 we had earlier. And let's see if this guy will drive in much better. First of all, you gotta get into that groove of him. Can't tell it's black on black. I have to loosen this guy up a little bit more for it. You have to loosen this guy up now. Back up, back up. Alright. It loosened pretty much. Okay, now it's time to drill this guy in. Okay, so this is the 19 one, the bottom one's still the 25 one, right? There we go, look at that one. Now there's still something that might cause it to still not turn all the way, but we'll find out. Are you painting something? Okay. There we go, see? I can do it by hand. You can see there? Oh wait, let me get the resolution right. See, this one actually almost closes it. See, there we go. We had too long of a screw. It wasn't enough to compact. And what happened was, if it was too long of a screw, it reaches this point and all it could do is strip the threads and push this guy still sticking out. See? So you get a shorter one. You see this side closes already. Now this side he probably won't close for us anyway. So let's take him out and replace him. So we're gonna do that to all the other 2 as well that we just did. Replace the 25 millimeter size length for 20. Now we could double stack one more washer, but probably better off if you had a little shorter length, 6 millimeter. Take those ones instead. So let's go and unscrew this guy off here before he creates more problems. So, and then we'll replace those guys as well. I know we were supposed to just show and tell and get started and taking out the front, but we will. I know I'll have to do it. I'm kind of dragging my feet. I'd rather do something new, but I think it is something new, right? Because we have to install our front fork and all the other good stuff. So I'm going to rob his washer. Okay, swap him out from the 25 millimeter. He might have been even 26 really, or 27, because he was slightly longer than our 25 one, remember? Okay, I'm going to put him back in here. So there it is. I'm taking the washer. Taking the washer from the 25. There you go. go. See that? Look how much longer he is. He's almost like I would say a centimeter actually. So I'm taking the 25 off and swapping it for, I'm taking this 25 off, swapping it for this guy right here. He's the 19 millimeter. So he's gonna go in replacement. And he should be able to close like this. See these guys here? They don't want to close. And you force it in there, all it's gonna do is push the thread out because it's gonna hit a wall. The aluminum, it's gonna hit the aluminum. It's gonna hit that wall and it's not gonna go any further. All right, so there you go. This guy's spinning in now. I'm doing it by hand actually. I don't really want to chase it with a tool because it's not like a permanent thing we're putting in there. Okay. So there we go. Let's go ahead and give this guy a tight. All right. See there? Look at that, hand tight, snug. Now I'm trying to push him all the way back next to the controller as possible. And the reason why is I just don't want him to. Okay, there you go. Look, I'm tightening some more. And more than likely, we could do the same thing for these guys too. If they're still loose and they're already tightened and you have to go tighten them back, more than likely, we might need a longer screw. I mean, a shorter screw, sorry, not longer. So we might have to replace these guys as well. So we'll see. Since we have our size here, we might replace those as well. And I believe those take a little smaller. So they won't take an M6, they'll take probably an M5 or M4. So we'll have to look for something shorter. So let's go ahead and get these guys replaced. Well, it gives it an idea. Once we unscrew everything, we can figure out which screws goes to where. Okay, so hopefully this guy doesn't fall loose. We're going to swamp these guys here from their 26 or 27 thread length to 19. So I'm going to get another 19 one in here. Okay, there he is. So I'm going to go ahead and take the washer. So all we need from him is this washer. Put it on the 19th. Let's put this back, shall we? Okay, so here we go. We swapped them out. He's got the shorter one now. And we got to do one more on the bottom. We're set for the brake. The brakes here. Okay. Go ahead and hand tighten it. You should be able to see it close now, watch. Pulling it in, see? Just hand tightening it. Look at that, the sealed. Speaking of sealed, look how sealed these are. Looked like it was blended in there, look at that. Remember couldn't get it last time? Look how nice that's flushed. Yeah, unfortunately we have to probably remove it. That's sad because we have to get all these cables neatly back. And it's probably somewhere here is tie strap, unfortunately. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, I can't believe this brake guy, man. He let me down at the very last bolt and everything was already tightened down. All I had to do was slap the seat cover on. Went to squeeze this guy to test my brake lights and squirt, dripped, messed everywhere. I'm thinking, oh shoot. All that work for just so this guy can laugh at me at the end. He's got the last laugh, really. I mean, not the brake lever, but this guy right here. Can't believe he just broke. Don't JB weld your brake line's not worth it. I think you have to take it to a professional to do it, and even then it probably costs more than replacing the whole brake line itself. You know what I mean? It's not. They have like a special crimping, welding, soldering or some sort. Yeah, JB Weld can only do so much, but I think brake fluid eats everything up. Okay, so let's go and take this one out. Figure out the last little one here in my pocket. Take out his washer. There we go. This washer's taken out. There we go. Put the last guy in here. It's not bad. I like it. It really gives it a nice style. Perfect. Look at that. You almost tighten them down just by your hands and they actually stay. Look at that. See that? Taking the whole bar with them. I'm turning up and down. That. Nice. So that's it. That's how we set that one up. Again, we can probably find something a little bit shorter on this end. I didn't think about that. It doesn't have to be that long, right? So let's do that. That one takes an H4. So let me put this one back. He's in the same area as the H5 one. Here's the 3 more. And unfortunately, we have the other one that's going to be smaller, so we can't use these guys here. So, or can we? I don't think so. I think these are all long. They're H6. They're all H6. They're just different length of H6. See, they're all H6. Just different length. See here. They're all H6. The only one that can do it will probably be in this little bin here. If we even have it. Especially a black one, right? It'll be something like these guys, but they can't be long. That's the thing. I'm not sure if I had that many different varies in sizes. See there? Maybe we can go something even shorter. If that helps any, but I don't think so. We can't go too short. Let's see. And we don't want to put a lock washer because there's no really need it. See that? Got a whole bunch of these guys here. I'm gonna get them all out and see. Now these guys are even smaller. I don't think they're gonna be that small. These guys might work. They're a little bit round curvature. But as long as they're not that protruding, we might have a good chance with these guys as well. Let's find out. Because all they have to do is just dig in somewhat. So let me just sort these guys out here. Should put a little plastic holder now. Little divider. Let's see if I can divide it here. Put this little divider back in. Always gotta be one little wise guy. I think this goes this way. Oh. There we go. A little divider helps. Let's shuffle these guys over there. Alright, we'll take one out and we'll see how the length of it is originally and how they compare to these other guys here. Let me get these guys over there to the other side real quick. Okay. Alright, so we have so many different ones. See, this is probably our selection here. Look like these one. This one is the same as this one. And then we got this one here, which is probably already on there. This one's way too short. This one's the same. Yeah, you can tell. These ones are the same. These ones are the same. These ones are the same. These ones are the same here. These guys are the same. We'll group them together. That way we get an idea how many we have of what. So either way, if they're the same as this side, we only have 2 of these. It still wouldn't do us any good, right? Unless we have some more back here. I think we do actually. I see a few more here. Look at these guys. There we go. Found one more of him. Here's another one of him. This makes 4 right here. This is all we really need, 4 right now. Okay, let's go and take that one out. And let's see where he stands in this. So at least we, oh, actually got, is this the same? No, this is actually shorter than this one. See, this one's here? Yeah, they're shorter. A little short. You can't tell on this side, but you can tell now. See, the top one's shorter. He's grouped in here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Even we have to put the round one. I think the round one wouldn't serve us too bad. So let's try to take this one out. Let's go get H4. Take back our socket here, H5. They're just H5 and H4 socket. I believe H4 will probably fit this guy too, maybe, or no, he'd probably take something way smaller. Anyway, we'll come back to him, but let's find out these guys here. Here we go, we'll take this one here. It's sitting near the top. Do it by hand. Then we gotta configure out this guy too. Try to troubleshoot him. See what's holding him back. Okay, so there we go. If you look at the length in these guys, they're calling for, it's the same size. Oh, actually, it's a little longer than this one right here, just slightly. See that? So these guys can work too, because you can see there that will take almost a millimeter longer. Wait, let me stack them up correctly. Let me go like this. Without the washer. Oh, they're almost identical actually. Take out the washer for a second. Yeah, they're identical. Okay, so the only choice we have is these guys here. So we can get 4 of these guys out. I think they'd be good. And let's see what size these guys are. This one's H4. Maybe this one's H3. It's just slightly smaller. Smaller here. Let's see if my H3 socket will fit these guys. That's why we got so many variations. Let me pile one in here so I can sort of drive it. There we go. Yep. H3 will take care of this guy. And let's see if the threads are the same. I don't know. I think the thread might be different. No, they look the same to me. They look like the same kind of a H4 thread. The only way to test it out, put a washer too. We still need our washer. Let's get him a brand new one, shall we? We got plenty of washers. There's no need to use these old ones. Alright. Speaking of washers, there they are. And I have everything scattered in here. Should separate them better with bins. Kind of try to put them all into one compressed bin. That way I don't have to carry multiple bins out. Let's try to get the washer. I see the washer, but I just can't get to them. It's horrible. There's some more here. There we go. Almost. I think we're running low, these little ones. I don't think these guys will fit in them, or will they? These guys don't stand up too well compared to the cheese head ones, because they're more like curvature around. No, these guys are too small, which is fine. Well, all right, I guess the washer didn't actually was the size for it, so we definitely probably ran out of that small one, or just don't really have time to look for it. It's probably in here somewhere, but so far I couldn't find any. You can see they're a little bit bigger. These are the size that we needed. Actually, this one would work. What am I saying? But you can see this is the used one again. We pulled it out from that old one. See, this one what we thought. They're slightly little bigger. So that's not gonna do it. So we'll go ahead and keep it in here. But the screw did work though. You can see here. We're gonna take an H4 to move out the old one, and H3 to put back the end one. This has a little bit more diameter coverage too, which is a good thing for us. So you can see how it looks like right there. Watch, I'll take it out. So you can see the length of it again. There we go. It's enough there to go through here. You can see here. You can see, actually even see the thread. See that? It's good. See there? It goes like, oh no, actually, you know what? It might be too small. Look. It barely grips at about only a millimeter. We do want to go a little bit longer, but let's see which one we have. So these guys here, it's pretty much long compared to its original. So this is all the original here. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, this one's the same one. Same deal. But I guess we can get the original one to work. The original one's like this one. See, the original one went long as possible. It went another thread. So these guys might not be adequate, and maybe this one hasn't had a problem with it. But I noticed that when I put this one in there, it looked like it tightened the handlebar. I couldn't move it freely. So let's go and put this one back, the original, the cheese head one. They call this the cheese head because I guess it's like a barrel of cheese. Or some people, yeah, it's like a barrel of cheese. They call it cheese head. Not like the triangle sliced cheese or the rectangular sliced cheese, but the barrel cheese. Okay, so we'll get this washer back in. And let's go and swap that back for an H4. So you can see here, this will go in, but it also has a lot more to go into, see. So this might not be a bad thing, actually. It's probably the right size for it, so we don't have to worry about it. It's good to know these things. Well, for my sake as well. So we'll get the H4 back. Let's go and tighten this back with H4. Okay. There we go. Let's see how much it can. It will close all the way. Not only will it close all the way, but we can also get into tighten too. See, this is hand tightening now. See there? It actually doesn't move. So I guess this is the right screw for it. We'll keep it the H4 one. We were gonna swap all three, but there's no reason to. So we got that figured out. That wasn't hard because they're already there. It's good to know though, because I think only the handlebars were probably the one that's too extended that we could have moved in a little closer. So that works for us. So leave these guys alone. Back here in the socket, H3. Put the H4 back for right now. We're good with that one. And let's go and get our little socket wrench in here as well. And we'll prepare to pretty much unmount the front now. So everything looks pretty good. I guess we can work this out. Doesn't look that bad at all. This one might need a little cleanup, a little touch up here. Spray a little carb cleaner here in this area. Come back and wipe this little paint off just quickly. There we go. Just a little bit. That's all we need. Give it a good wipe. You can see that? The paint came right off. Now if you were to scrape it, it would have done more damage. Too bad it can't fix this with just a little thing there. Just rub off the, oh, look at this one right here. I didn't see that. See that? So we got a little bit of our thing there. Do a little magic wipe down. Voila. It's gone. It's gone, literally gone. Oh, there's actually, this one appeared back for whatever reason. I don't think it appeared back, there was another spot. See the hair of the paint rubbed off. Okay, I'm gonna try to capture this guy here. See that? Here he goes, and here he's gone. Ta-da. A little bit more. Gone. There you go. Onto the rag. I think when we sprayed their handlebars, it pretty got on there. Looks pretty though. Let me make sure they're not. If it's dust, it's dust. If it's paint, we want to wipe it off. Alright, so these guys are good. They're clean. They look fabulous. So let's go ahead and put this guy here. There we go. Very nice. Cool. Alright, so we'll get ready to start unveiling and unmounting our front. When we do change out the rocker arms, we'll put this little fan shroud next time. So we'll save this the same time we change out the camshaft. I mean, the A17 camshaft, which we haven't yet. We still got the P300, which I still want to tune in and see how that works. By the way, I didn't get a chance to show you this one. This is the other handlebar. So I'll finish this segment right now with showing you guys the handlebar version of this other controller here. Let's see if I get it open first. Let's see here. Box cutter would be great. There is the. We're gonna have to do a little pick. Fine little pick here. We'll do it. It's a nice pick. I want to save this guy in my tool bin. It's a little bit more cleaner too. Let's get this guy instead. We were using this guy as a hook. Try that back. Okay, let's Again, I don't have a 3 tripod, so bear with me. It's gonna be kind of crazy. Trying to flex this guy down here. You know, that third leg would help a lot. But since we don't have it, we'll work what we can. Okay, so here we go. Let's go and open this guy up. It's a little small box. It looks bigger than it really is. Super small, like the size of my palm. See, cute little box. All right, so there we go. This is another controller type. You can see this one, this wire harness, it's totally different also. Look at this one here. This one's like a little bit more heavier duty actually. Wow. So this one has a kill switch right on top. It also has the same 3 setup right here that we had. So this is not a bad thing. There we go. So let's try this one out. So this one looks, doesn't look too bad. But it's already zinked up already, huh? We even got it yet. Alright, so I'll have to let the seller know. This one here, that's interesting. Looks like it's used. We just opened it up. Alright, I'll let the seller know. Okay, good deal.